Hello and welcome to the first video on Institutional Alerts. Today we'll be covering all the main features and institution setup within Institutional Alerts and how all of everything works within the app. So first, you're going to want to go to the Establish button, and here it will log you into the app. If you're not already, it'll ask you if you want to be authorized. And you go to the Setup tab. And here, you'll see institution name, and admin handle. Institution name is the Twitter handle associated with the institution's account. So you'll enter that. And for this, we'll use DIS Developer 67. And then under that, admin name, so whatever you want to call your admin to be listed under the admins page will be the name that you enter here. So for this, we'll use my name, Sean. And then admin handle is the Twitter handle associated with the admin account that you want. So for this, we use my Twitter handle, which is Sean Cranberry. And here you'll be able to enable emergency sending if you so choose. So hit Save Credentials, and then it'll bring you to the home page. Then click on Twitter, and you'll log out of your setup account and log into the institution's Twitter handle, which is DIS Developer 67, as we chose earlier. Log in, and then you'll go to apps.twitter.com. Here we'll create an app which allows for Twitter to communicate with institutional alerts and be able to send messages. So hit Create a New App. And then here you'll be prompted with name, description, and website. So name, it doesn't really matter what you name the app. For this, we'll put Institute Setup. Then description, doesn't matter as long as it's over 10 characters long. So we'll enter, this is in a test institute or app for an institute. And then website, you'll need to enter a valid website. So for this, we'll use apps.twitter.com, but as long as it's a valid website, it doesn't really matter what website you put in. We'll leave callback URL blank, and then we'll go to the developer agreement and click that you've read the Twitter development, and then create your Twitter application. All right, it'll tell you to enter your mobile phone. So for this, we'll go back to Twitter. So it needs to be linked with your account. It's just something Twitter does as a, security measure. So we'll go back to Twitter. And to access this, you click on your icon and then go to Settings. Yep. And then go to Mobile and enter phone number if you don't have one already. So then after that, we'll go back to here and continue our setup. Create your Twitter application, and we'll go to permissions. So keys and access tokens and permissions are the two things that you'll need to interact with in the app. So permissions you'll need read, write, and access direct messages, and then update settings so that they take. And then we'll go to keys and access tokens. So for this, we'll need 4 items here: consumer key and consumer secret, which are listed at the top right there. And then, if you wanted to, you could regenerate them. And then you'll need to create my access tokens. So click that button, and it will create your access token and your access token secret. So you'll need these 2 items as well. So 4 in total: consumer secret and consumer token, and access token and access secret. Yes. So We'll open Word and copy each one of these items in there, because we'll need this for the later setup of an institution. When we go to the Enter Credentials screen. Yep, basically creating this app allows it to interact with institutional alerts, to be able to send direct messages to your users that you've targeted through the app itself. So we'll go to the home page, and so we've got those all copied. Go back to Twitter, log out, and then log in as your admin Twitter handle. So ours is Sean Cranberry, which is what we'll log into next. See, yep, it's already in there. And then now that we're here, we'll go to the home page, which is alertmyorg.com. Go to alerts, and it would prompt you normally to authorize your account, and you'd authorize that, and then you'll be brought to the home page. And from here, we'll go to setup. Yep. So you'll need to click on the institution that you are the admin of, and then you'll go accept the Twitter terms of service, or the terms of service for our app, and then you'll get brought to the credentials screen, and it'll ask you to enter your credentials. So you'll take those 4 that you've copied into Microsoft Word, and then copy and paste them into each corresponding thing. So they need to be in order when you copied them. Yep. And just go straight down the line, entering each. It's a very mundane process, but eventually, it gets the job done. And then from here, we'll hit Save Credentials, and then you'll be brought to the home screen of your app. And then from here, you'll have each of the different features. So you'll be able to enter text into the box to be able to send it if you had users set up. So for this, we'll put in test, and then you'd hit send message, and it would send it. We also have the ability for templates, which you can add in the admin screen, and being able to add media is another thing. Yep, so you clicked on a picture, and then open it, and then it'll upload it, and if you don't want it, you can delete it or send it to targeted with text. Yep. And you could send it, but for this purpose, under this, the drop-down menu, you would have the people that you would want to target with the message. And then under this, you can select whatever. If you're a member of multiple institutions, you can select whichever one you want to go to be able to send messages. So we have our terms of service as well as our mobile app that you can download. Then our home screen will take us back to AlertMyOrg's homepage. Here you can find your user's guide information to help you along with the process in case you forget something. You've got your admin screen, which we'll go to. From here, we have the admins, which is the only one that I have set up is me, Sean. So if we wanted to add a group, you just click add group, and we'll put test 1. Inheriting messages, so it's at the group level, so if you clicked a role under it, it would send to every single role and user under that group if you click inherit message. This allows for just an easy way to select a lot of users without having to go through and click through each one. And for this, it's just a quicker way. Instead of having to click each orange bar that would be under the drop-down menu, you target a bunch of people at the same time. So for under test, we'll add a role. And for this, we'll put role 1, and you have the ability to have that role receive or send messages, which affects how they log on into the app. Then from this role, you have the ability to add users, and users are specific people with Twitter handles that you would want to target the message to, like we discussed earlier. So you would see the role under the drop down, and then be able to select this. So we can create Tyler with Tyler's handle, save, and now he's under user assignments with under that role, and you have the ability to click and drag him out if you don't want him there anymore, or put him back in. Either way.
So what are groups, roles, and users? We've been talking a lot about that in this video so far, and what we can see if we look at some of our users guide documentation is that institutional alerts, of course, is the product that we've built. The institution refers to your company. The admin group are people that have access to sending messages and editing tree structures and adding groups and users and that sort of thing, your high levels. And then groups might be a section of your company, say marketing versus sales versus finance, or support staff versus field staff, that sort of thing. And then roles are jobs that come under those particular groups that you've been creating. And then the users are the actual people underneath those roles that allow you to actually send out the messages to those Twitter accounts. Those are users that fit underneath the roles.
And if you want a lot of users, you'll click Upload Users. So if you wanted to populate it very rapidly and didn't want to enter each user individually, then you would have an Excel spreadsheet in CSV format and upload it, and then click OK. And it'll populate the users table with all the users that you had in the specific format. So I would refer to the users guide that's up on our website for more information on how to do a CSV format within Excel. So here you can drag in and out users just like as we stated earlier. And all those users that were in the Excel itself are now populated within all users, and you have the ability, if you have multiple roles under groups, to put those users in whatever specific role that you would want. So under this, you can edit users. Yep, so if you had a different Twitter handle for them, you could change it and also edit their name if you wanted it shown as something else under that role. So if you wanted Manager Tyler or something specific. This is template messages. So if you click template messages, you have the ability to create template messages as we showed on the home screen, which easily populate the table. You can either delete them or edit them. So if you click edit, you can just type in what you want and make sure to hit enter while you're still in the text box to get that change. So we'll delete it just to show. And then hit OK. And those are all the features within institutional alerts and making communication easier for everyone. Thanks for watching.